আপনারা দেখছেন টকিং পয়েন্ট।
সৌজন্যে মাহবুব এন্ড কো অ্যাকাউন্টেন্টস।
Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking to our distinguished guest today about Scotland. We're still in the United Kingdom, Dr. Abijit.
Yeah.
Immigration in the United Kingdom is a thorny issue. It's a small island with about 60 million people, including Scotland.
Yeah.
If we were to accept the number of people who would like to be in this country, they say that it's the English language that attracts people. They say that it is our NHS. They say it's the pensioner scheme. Some people say the beautiful landscape, the hills and dales of Scotland and islands and highlands, and also the gardens of Kent. But apart from all these very poetic ideas of lakes in Wales, how would you think we can cope with the great influx of people in this country? And how shall we be discerning about the kind of people, the quality and the number of people we would like to accept, like they do it in the United States?
Yeah, I think the immigration has become a very, very hot and biggest challenge for the government to manage, because the electorate is showing already a lot of indications that the vote may swing on basis of that particular, aspect. But without going into the political part of it,
Right.
all I can say is that immigration always should be a tool for the country's development.
Right.
And immigration should not be used only for asylum,
Yeah.
or only for bringing the people over here who is not qualitatively contributing to the growth of the...
It should infuse new blood
New
as
blood.
well as quality.
Yeah, new talent, I would say, over here, which again will create lots and lots of economic opportunity for the UK to come forward in the world. And as it happened in the United States, quite a lot of time, if you look at number of patents and everything has come from the talents which is which is an immigrant or which migrated to that country long back. Okay, so I think that kind of approach need to be taken by the government and bring a very, very balanced policy which will promote a very healthy migrations. I would say healthy in terms of bringing the talent into the country, bringing the serious students into the country, bringing the serious intellectuals into the country, or whatever may be the functions or the label, and ensure that the immigration policies works not as a demotivating tool, but as a motivating tool to come to UK and contribute to the UK economy and grow with the UK.
So, education is one of the things, I mean, one of the sectors that sells very well overseas, see, because the so many red brick universities, the Oxbridge and all, they have such a good name that they attract people and pupil from overseas to our shores, see. And they want to get the education, and as they say, that if you've got a qualification from this country, you are good enough for anywhere else and you're sure to get a job, see. With that in view, see, education is going down, as they say, in many countries, see. How do you think we can arrest this decline of education, see?
You mean to say in UK or globally?
Globally.
Globally. See, basically now what is happening, because of the globalizations, the education is also one of the, I would say rather now education industry is not out of that limit, So globalization has touched education industry, and a lot of collaboration is happening between developed country and developing country. A lot of collaborations is happening in every areas of the education. It is not only limited to the scientific investigations or explorations. It is also even in the management. It is also in the art and culture. There are a lot of collaborations happening, and therefore, it is helping to create a bigger knowledge base and the skill base over there so that they can deal with the global challenges.
Right.
But if I bring these global things into the UK, because UK was one of the front runner.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using it's called was and
Yes.
is. There are two different things.
Yeah.
But was a front runner according to me. I'm being in UK education sector for last 5 years, closely seeing the universities. I think they need to do a lot and lot in terms of bringing the quality students, okay, in terms of attracting the quality students who will come here, not just as an immigrant,
Right.
but come here to build their knowledge, skill and career on a global platform, contribute to UK, and then going back contributing to their own country, and that's the way they can play the part of a global citizen. Okay, but the government need to see that whatever the education policies, whatever the education structures, whatever the system they are bringing in, that should be conducive to this, because that will have an overall effect on the immigrations front as well. So
As well as the economy.
yes, so quality of immigrations need to be improved in terms of attracting the best students, in terms of devising the syllabuses, okay, which can be or the syllabus or curriculum rather, development of this has to be very much in tune with what is happening in the world, and at the same time addressing the challenges of the country, okay, or the need of the country. So that has to be integrated, you know. So for example, what I want to say that when I study MBA in here, when I study MBA in US, okay, apart from certain areas, I should have a similar kind of an approach, similar kind of the subjects or the kind of global challenges, cases related to that. Okay, so when you move from one market to another market, you are not found that you are deficient in or lacking in one skill.
Right.
Because you got educated in a global platform, you got educated in that kind of a dynamics, so you can handle challenge in UK, you can handle challenge in the other part of the world as well. So these integration need to be done by this, and need to bring back the glory of British educations, what we have grown with, you know.
Rule Britannia.
Rule Britannia. So
Dr. Abijit, we are running out of time as usual, and there's one particular point that we wanted to discuss is this Bangladeshi diaspora. And also I would like to add the Bengali speaking diaspora rather. It has been very active. Some people say they have been very successful overseas, in Europe, in America, and in other countries. The price that we are paying is, and many people think, many parents think, many senior observers, many media persons, many educationists like you are, that this is coming at a cost, see. Our younger generation is losing touch with the language, the culture, and that real touch with back home. And that is going to increase in times to come. How to handle that? I know that media is playing its role, but where else does the problem lies?
See, I think it's a tremendous challenge for both the things. It's a challenge for the parents, the kind of parenting they do, the kind of culture they build in the family, the kind of things they, right from the childhood days, how they can make the children hook or rather rooted to the soil, you know, where they belong to. Okay, in terms of culture, in terms of language, in terms of understanding and appreciating the fine points of that kind of you know, diaspora and all. And media play also a role in terms of sensitizing and bringing the programs for them, which can really educate them or which can really introduce them to that particular world. So media is, in this particular parlance, I will say media is one of the tool, is a big player, or one of the educating tool, okay, because media has got a lot of role to play in terms of building the modern society. And I must appreciate the Bangladeshi community over a period of time, the way they have developed and they are keeping their culture, okay, and which is being seen in the various programs, which is being also reflected that there are 5 or how many?
5 channels.
5 channels.
And probably 20 or so odd newspapers and magazines.
Newspapers and magazines. I think it speaks volume of the contributions done by Bangladeshi community for the development and getting the people, giving the flavor and taste of Bengal, the culture, Bengali, all the things, even
Thank
though
you
you
very
are away
much,
from home.
Dr. Abijit, for giving us the time and sharing your views with us and with our viewers. It was
Thank
a
you.
pleasure
It's a
having
pleasure
you.
meeting you too.
It was having a pleasure. It was a pleasure having you. And viewers, I hope that you have enjoyed the program as much as we have. And next week, we will have another distinguished guest. Same time, same channel. See you next week.